ThyssenKrupp has been in this facility since 1969. They're such a huge part of our community, providing jobs and supporting this whole area. At some point about a year ago, our orders started to outpace our capacity. Sales were coming in about 75 telescopic jobs, and we were only able to produce 65, and that was working 3 shifts and maximum overtime.
We spent 30 to 40 minutes looking for pipe. It was more time looking for parts than it was working.
Because of the long setup times on much of the equipment, we used batch production. The problem with that is they didn't need 200 pieces of any size, they needed a set.
You would weld 30 pieces of pipe, and at the end of the day, your assembler may have only built 4 or 5 jobs because he didn't have all the pieces of pipe that he needed, and it wasn't as productive as you wanted it to be.
We have parts that were not being delivered when we needed them and the quantities we needed them. We were getting these big batches, and so we came up with the idea that, hey, if we could get our supplier to do this for us, to have them cut down the size of the batches to just what we need and deliver them when we need them, as opposed to stuff sitting in our way that we don't need.
We started with value stream maps and realized that we spent a large portion of the time moving pipe with forklifts and cranes. The material moved 1,835 feet from start to finish.
It was very frustrating. They would run like 10 tops, 10 middles, and put it in my rack. You had to go find your job number. You would have to go get it out of the rack, dig. You'd maybe have to move 2 or 3 pipes just to get the one you needed.
There were 29 pieces that the operators had to go pull from different boxes, different containers, different areas, and you were up and down all day.
So this stuff was everywhere, you know, different places. I mean, basket here, basket over here. You'd walk here to get a part, walk to another place, get a part, come back, you know.
We used a process called the 5 ways. It was a cross-functional team, so we had people from accounting, we had people from purchasing, people from quality. One important thing is that we included the operators that have to live there. They're the experts.
We actually went out and set some things up before we actually bolted things to the floor, and we would actually put an operator in that area and have them simulate performing those activities.
And we found by finding ways to put the operations close together, we were able to completely eliminate those forklift moves and all of the racks in between processes. And so now they're in a flow rack, the parts come to them, all the pieces they need, only the pieces they need, but also at a nice ergonomic height.
Now they come in all one kit, all my parts in one box, so I don't have to walk near as far and hunt and dig, you know, and get what I need. It's all together. You know, if you missed a part or something's left out, it's gonna be in the box, you know, you'll see it.
It's also very visual. We went from batch production to a one-piece flow. So you can look at any time and you can see if there's any operation that's holding back parts. The jobs start in order, they finish in order.
I feel great. I'm clear, I got all my parts, everything I need to build what I'm responsible for building.
I mean, I'm local here, and it makes them feel good that they would invest the time and money to put in to stay here for a long time, you know. I mean, that makes me feel great.
Everybody feels better about their work, and everybody has a pride in it because they see the accomplishment.
By streamlining the processes and moving them closer together, we were able to take that 1,835 feet down to less than 200 feet from start to finish. So now we can produce a jack in less than a shift. Now our employees are clear to build.